Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Sinas Study Circle. Uh, so in previously I have provided you some videos from R.S. Agarwal math book of class 9, that is solution of linear equation in two variable, and I have given you some task, and I told you that to do the related question in graph page. Okay, so that's it for linear equation in two variables. Now I am going to start one very important topic of class 9. Not only it's in class 9, I think it's after class 9 it should be in class 8, it was in class 8. From class 7 it started, class 7, class 8, class 9, next class 10, next 11. I think either on class 11, class 12, I think class 12. So without delaying, I am revealing the chapter's name, what I am going to start to you. The chapter's name is probability. Okay, probability. So now if we take the introduction, in our daily life, in every life, we came across some statements. What are those statements? Statements are: most probably it will rain today, chances are high that the price of petrol will go up, a doubt that he will win the race. So the words most probably, chances, doubt, etc. So the uncertainty of or probability of occurrence of an event. Okay. Through probability started with gambling, it is now used extensively in science, commerce, biological science, weather forecasting, etc. Now here the history is given, that how probabilities come. Now I suggest you that if you read the history from the book, that will be better for you, without delaying, so that without delaying I am able to start my related topic. Okay, now let's come to some related terms to probability. Some terms related to probability. Our topic is probability. And next some terms related to probability. So from that some terms, first that is experiment. First is experiment. Experiment. Okay, what is experiment? An operation which can produce some well-defined outcomes. Well-defined outcomes. That is called experiment. Okay. For example, if we are taking some example, first is to toss a coin. It's clear. So that is, now tossing a coin, we are getting the outcomes. the outcomes is, what are those outcomes? Outcomes is either head or tail. So a well defined an experiment, sorry, an operation which can produce this operation to toss a coin, that is producing us some well defined data, that is well defined outcomes, sorry. So these are my outcomes, well defined outcomes, okay, head and tail. So that is called an experiment. Understand that? Next, move to, now it is given that each outcomes here, each outcomes, that is this one one outcomes, and this one also one outcome, this one outcome, and this one outcome. So each outcomes is called the outcome is called an event. It is given in RS. I am actually the definition I am giving you from RS Agarwal math book. Okay, in RS Agarwal math book it is given that each experiment, each outcomes is called the event. Next, come to random experiment. Random experiment. Now, what is random experiment? An experiment which is possible, in which all possible outcomes are known and the exact outcome cannot be predicted in advance, that is called a random experiment. Suppose by a trial we mean performing a random experiment. A trial. Trial is, what is a trial? Trial means, suppose we have to toss a coin. We have to toss a coin. To toss, we have to toss a coin, or to throw, to throw a die, or to choose a card. From a well shuffled deck of 52 card, actually a card contain 52. So to choose a card from a well defined deck of 52 card, well defined deck of 52 card. Okay, so actually these are called these are doing randomly. Actually these are called the random experiment. These are some examples of a random experiment. Why it is random experiment? Because the result cannot be, the outcome, exact outcome cannot be predicted. From tossing a coin, we cannot predict that. We are doing the experiment, but we cannot predict that its head comes or tail comes. Understand that? Now, to throw a die, we cannot predict from previous that from 1 to 6, that from here the possibility of head or tail, from 1 to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, from 1 to 6, which one should be occur? Okay. Next, from a well-defined 52 cards, which number card, that is a queen, king, or a jack, or whatever the numbers should come, we don't know. Okay, so that is called a random experiment. Hope you are understanding. So next, the important thing, most important thing for this chapter, and the most important formula, you can say that the most important formula, the most important formula, the formula is empirical probability. Empirical probability, remember this. Empirical probability. Okay, what is empirical probability? Suppose we are performing an experiment and let n be the total number of trials. The empirical probability of happening of an event E is defined as P of E. We can define the empirical probability of happening an event. Here my event is E. Okay, the happening this E is defined as number of trials in which the event happened. Number of trials in which E happened by total number of trials. Total number of trials. Okay. Hope you are able to see my writing. So that's the main formula. That's the main formula for this chapter, the empirical probability formula. Okay. Let us take one example. The example is without delaying. The example is to toss a coin. To toss a coin. Okay. To tossing a coin. So, to tossing a coin, what should be my total number of trials? If we take these are the trials. Okay. So, what should be my total number of trials? My total number of trials is 2. Okay. That trials actually total number of trials or outcomes, you can say, or outcomes. Total number of trials. So, to tossing a coin, what is my total number of outcomes or total number of trials? The total number of trials is 2, that is either head or tail, 2. Okay, and if we have to find the probability of getting a head, probability of getting a head, suppose we have to find that probability of getting a head. Now the number of trials in which E happened, so this is my E, getting a head, this is my E. Now number of trials or number of outcomes in which E happened, here if we modified that, number of trials or number of outcomes in which E happened, so P is getting a head. Now in which outcomes, how many numbers of outcomes E happened to getting a head? Now if we toss a coin, we know that to getting a head, that is 1 times. 1 times to toss a coin once. To toss a coin once obviously. Now to toss a coin once, we know that the probability that number of trials in which E happened to getting a head, that is what? 1. That is head is occur here only 1 times. So that is 1. That means if we write in the empirical probabilities definition, that the number of outcomes in which H comes, number of outcomes in which H comes divided by total number of outcomes. Number of outcomes in which H comes and divided by total number of outcomes. So we are getting that the number of outcomes in which E comes, that is number of outcome is 1 and total number of outcomes is 2, because head and tail. So this is my first one, this is my second one. Total number of outcomes is 2. So the probability of getting a head is 1 by 2. Similarly, the probability of getting a tail that is also 1 by 2. Now one thing we have to remember, I told you that in advance, that here if we are tossing a coin once, my result should be either head or tail. So 2 results should be there. So that means the value of the total probability, we have to remember that the value of total probability should be 1. Value of total probability should be 1. That is, if we add this, that is probability of getting a head and probability of getting a tail, P of H and P of T, that should be my half plus half is equal to 1. Okay, equal to 1. Now if we have to compute, suppose if we have to compute that we know the probability P of H, the probability of head we are know, P of H is equal to half. Then what is my P of T? P of T, we can easily find that 1 minus half, that is half. That is my P of T. Understand that? So that was one definition, one example. Next, come to another example. I am not erasing it, without erasing it. Example number 2. Example 2 is to throw a die. Okay. Now, if we throw a die, what would be the outcomes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 6 are outcomes. Okay. This 6 should be my outcome. So my total number of outcomes should be 6. Now, if we have to find probability of 1, means probability of getting 1. Now, from these outcomes, 1 is occur only 1 times. Understand that? 1 is occur only 1 times. So, the number of outcomes in which 1 occur. Number of outcomes in which 1 occur divided by total number of outcomes. That is 1 divided by 6. So that should be my answer. Similarly, if we find the probability of getting 2, that should be also 1 by 6. Probability of getting 3, 1 by 6. Probability of getting 4, that is 1 by 6. Probability of getting 5, 1 by 6. And probability of getting 6, that is also 1 by 6. Now if we add up all of this, we are getting the result is 1. Okay. That should be happen for every time. So this is the introduction, or you can say the first impression or first introduction to probability chapter, that is from class 9 and I'm following, strictly following. I am very much fan of R.S. Agarwal math book. R.S. Agarwal. Okay, so this introduction is from R.S. Agarwal math book of probability, class 9. Now I will come to another video. That video contain the solutions of the examples of R.S. Agarwal math book. Till now, keep watching my channel and please do subscribe my channel and be with us. Don't leave us. I will providing you the and I will help you as much as possible from my side. So till then, keep watching. Thanks for watching and a big thank you to you.